Hello, my darlings. Welcome to my channel. My name is Marie, and I am the Vintage Witch on YouTube, bringing you tarot readings with a vintage touch. So, for tonight, I have a special reading. It's a Halloween special, and I'm so thrilled to be doing my first YouTube video on Halloween. It's all about channeled messages from your person this Halloween night, what they have to say to you. Perhaps they've said it to you previously, and it's been a long time since you've heard that message, or perhaps they have never said it before, and this is the first you're hearing it. So think about your person and select the vintage witch that you are drawn towards, and then click on the timestamps below so you can get your reading. Hello, if you picked the first image of the retro witch, this is going to be your reading, but before I do your tarot cards, I would like to do a quick energy check to describe you, and if it sounds like you, then you have arrived at your reading. So, I see you as a very soulful person, very strong, but also very gentle. Someone who has been through a lot, but has really pulled through and has risen from the ashes again like a phoenix. Someone who really understands life deeply, perhaps more deeply than others. Someone who cares about other people and is very sensitive, but is not afraid to walk away when there are problems. This is a woman who is inspiring, sensitive, wonderful, romantic, and many people fall for her. She is, in one word, magical. Hello, Pile 1, and if you identified with the first retro witch and also the energy check, this is your reading. These are channeled messages from your person this Halloween night. So we have in front of us the three cards that I first shuffled with Justice, Page of Wands and Three of Wands. From my Hollywood deck, we have the Four of Swords and we also have the Ace of Wands. At the back of the deck, we also have Page of Swords and the message, I may not show it, but I do care. So from what I'm hearing intuitively, and what I am channeling from the cards, as well as kind of the messages that I'm being given, is that this person does very much care about you. However, they are dealing with a lot of past hurt, and the message is that they are trying to heal from past hurt, that there was an injustice in their life. I think it could have been maybe 8 months ago, 8 years ago, something that happened that really shook them, and it was an injustice. And for some people, not everybody, this was a situation where someone ran off with someone else. So for instance, their partner, their ex, ran off with another man. It could also be a family situation where a family member, maybe a mother figure, walked away from them, and this has left them incredibly stunted and quite immature. So there are different scenarios, but a woman figure fled, left, ran off with someone else, or walked away, and they're still dealing with that wound. Okay, and the fact that we've got a Page of Wands and also a Page of Swords tells me that your person is still quite emotionally immature regardless of the age. They do have passion towards you, lots of desire towards you. However, this sometimes comes out in very immature ways because they don't know how to express it. And this is where the message comes from, I may not show it, but I do care. So this person might be quite cutting and quite cold. We've got quite a few swords. We've got Four of Swords, we've got Three of Swords, we've got Page of Swords. This person is an intellectual, but they can be quite cutting and almost hurtful. They feel like they have to fight and for what they want. They do see you as incredibly desirable. With the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands, there's a lot of passion towards you. They do desire, they think you're beautiful, they're watching you from afar even. That's one thing I've got. They're watching you from afar. They don't know what to do with this. They don't know what to do with their feelings because of all the past hurt that they felt before. They are trying to heal, and they want you to know that. They want you to know that they do care. And they do want to begin something passionate with you. They do want to make that start. but they're looking at themselves and knowing deep down that they have a lot of wounds that they need to heal, and possibly childhood wounds, but also wounds from romantic connections. This is something that has to be done. So in terms of how they feel about you, they feel like also that you could right a wrong for them. That they have seen so much hurt and so much unfairness in the world, and they honestly believe that you are a person that can bring balance to them, that you can actually bring a sense of peace and healing in your energy, and they do appreciate that. You have, as I've said, this really soft, romantic, gentle, even alluring energy, and you have that combination of being very alluring but also very peaceful and sensitive and gentle, and they really do appreciate that. As I said, they've seen a lot of terrible things in their lives. This person is telling me and showing me that they've really seen things and been on the receiving end of things that are quite unfair, but they have got through it, and they feel like they can be at peace with you. They can start that healing process with you. They are going to offer you something, but it's not going to be right now. It is going to be probably in the distant future. I think they are spending a lot of time working on themselves and healing from the past and what's happened. As I said, they do desire you, they do want you. However, they have a lot of healing to do. They have a lot of self-growth and development that they need to achieve first. This person also might be, for some people, younger, and if not in age, I definitely keep hearing in maturity. You're quite a mature person, you're ready to begin something, you have a good sense of self, but they don't. And this is going to be the problem, is meeting them in that middle. So the main messages that I'm hearing from your person this Halloween is they're passionate about you, they're looking at you from afar, they think you're so attractive, they want you, but they are struggling to deal with how they handle that because of unfairness, because of past hurt, and they are trying to heal. That they may not show it all the time, how much they really have feelings for you. They can't. It's really difficult for them to open up. This person is very intellectual but not very emotional, but they do care. And that's something that they would like you to know, that they do care. I hope you enjoyed this quick Halloween reading, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Hello, if you selected image number 2, you have arrived at your reading. But before I read your tarot cards, I am doing a quick energy check to describe you. And if this sounds like you and resonates with you, then please continue with the reading. So I see you as a really sweet, bubbly woman, someone who is very gentle, but also very excited about life, ready to take on new adventures. You treat the world with fresh eyes, no matter what your age is. You are new to this earth. You are inquisitive. You love to learn. You are someone who gets excited about learning new things and enjoys trying new things. You are someone who really puts herself out there and is outgoing, sociable, someone who makes a lot of friends even when they're quiet and introverted. So this is a woman who is ready to see what the world has to offer. Hello, so if you chose the second retro witch and you resonated with the energy check, this is your reading. Excuse me, pardon me, I'm getting a bit tongue-tied, which actually is something I want to talk about in the reading in just a minute. But I wanted to say that not all the messages will resonate, so please take what does and discard what doesn't. And obviously, if you don't relate to this and this doesn't sound like your person, please feel free to pick another pile. But these are your channeled messages from your person. Pile 1 was very different. It was dealing with a lot of emotional trauma and upset and hurt, and I was feeling this kind of energy when I was shuffling your cards, but actually I came out with feeling very pleasantly surprised, like, oh, so this might be someone you have actually been like worried doesn't like you in that way. So this could be a crush, and this feels like maybe someone that you know in the form of work, with the Three of Pentacles that suggests it, and again Three of Cups, so it could be someone you are friends with as well. So this could be someone in your friend group, this could be someone that you know from work, it could be someone you've known for a long time, and you've been kind of friends for a long time, and this has been kind of like a slow burn of a relationship. But I have some absolutely wonderful news for you, that your person really, really, really adores you, and I would say loves you. We pulled out the Lovers. The message was, I love you. Very plain and simple. We have the Ten of Cups here as well, which represents ultimate happiness. One thing I'm getting is they don't feel like they're good enough for you. They feel like you are like just out of this world, so kind, so considerate, so perfect. You make them so happy, you make them feel so good. They love your personality, and they also love the way you dress as well, and the way you look. This one thinks that you're very solid, very stable and secure as well. And this person, you know, really wants to offer you something. I mean, we have the Knight of Pentacles getting out of the car. So I think they are building up the courage, if they haven't already, to go and tell you, this is how I feel about you. And I'm really sorry I haven't told you, but this, you know, I love you in that very high romance way. But they've been feeling a lot of anxiety about coming towards you because they think you're just so attractive. They're obviously worried about what you might say, how you might feel. So this might be someone that perhaps you're good friends with, but they don't know how you're going to receive this kind of romantic offer. And that's for some of you. For others, this is someone that you have been dating, that maybe you met in the workplace or met through friends, and they're going to tell you if that they love you, that they really love you, and that you make them so happy. And I got this message that a year from now, you two will be either engaged or married. You two will be either engaged or married a year from now. So that's something that I really want you to be aware of. This person has been working really hard, and they've been telling me this. They've been really working on their stability, their investment in their business and what they do, because they want to come to you in a way that's solid, and that you feel comfortable and safe with them. So I think this person is really an adventurer at heart though as well. Even though they produce this very solid and secure image of themselves, they really do dream about you know, traveling and going away to different parts of the world with you as well. I also get the sense that they want to protect you and look after you and be there for you and support you and love you. This is something that they really do. They have all these great fantasies about you, and that they can be there for you. They think about you a lot. You know, in their dreams, I feel like that's something that happens. They do tend to dream a lot about you as well. You are very much on their mind. They see you as this incredible person, and you being with them would make them ultimately so happy. They would feel over the moon, out of this world, because they're a very grounded person, and they're not the kind of person, and I got this with Pile 1, but a little bit for Pile 2 as well, is that they're not the kind of person to kind of express themselves so openly to everybody. You know, they're in this sort of, they've got this fantasy dream world going on where they do think about romance and love and all the great romantic moments, but you know, in real life people see them as this kind of, you know, solid hard worker, someone who is quite grounded and stable, but really they have great thoughts of you, and they want to really love you. And that's the thing, the message is, I want to I want to love you, which is an absolutely wonderful message. And if they could, they would tell you, but if they have not already, they are trying to pluck up the courage to be able to do so. So that is your short but sweet message this Halloween night. So I do hope it goes well for you. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, if you selected image number 3, you have arrived at your reading. But before I read your tarot cards, I'm doing a quick energy check. And if this sounds like you and your personality, please continue with the reading. So I see you as quite a mature person. You're someone who really had to grow up quite early on, and you've always been like a mother figure to many people who are younger than you. You have a lot of care for young people, for animals, for people who are injured and perhaps cannot look after themselves. You might be a nurse, for instance, but you are someone who gives out their energy freely and is very humble and honest and truthful with people, and you expect the same from others. You are someone who is not afraid to help even when you don't receive anything in return. You are charitable and kind. The world needs you. Hello. If you resonated with the third retro witch and the energy check, this is your reading. Now, obviously, the messages are for lots of people, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So I'm going to get straight to it because this was really interesting. It really tells a story to me on this one. I think someone kind of stole your heart away. I think actually this is meant to be channeled messages from your person, but there are multiple people involved in this situation, if that makes sense. And this is from the perspective of your person and how this person feels about what's going on. So they feel that you have walked away from them and you have gone off with somebody else, okay? And they didn't see it coming. It hit them sideways. You've got the Eight of Pentacles with nobody saw the ship. And then you have the Eight of Cups where they're looking at this monster taking this building. I think your person is also quite possessive of you. This is quite a demanding person. With the Emperor here, we have someone who very much likes to be in control and likes to be the boss. Whether they are a boss of something or not is another story. That might be for some of you. It may not be for others. But I just get this impression that the person that you're inquiring about and their messages is someone who's quite possessive. Possessive of material things and also possessive of people. And they feel that someone has walked away with you and has taken you away, and you are riding off with that person. And the message here is, I wish I was with you. So for whatever reason, and it could be someone has taken off with you, or for whatever reason they were not available, or they spent too much time, I'm hearing, working on themselves, and you went off with somebody else, and now they're like, oh my gosh, the Retro Witch 3 is gone with somebody else. Oh no, they're like really upset, and they're now going, oh, I wish I was with you. I want you. You're mine. And this is coming from them. This is their language, that you are theirs, yeah. And they're watching in horror as you walk away and go with this other person, this Knight of Cups, who is your hero and is actually really quite alluring. I mean, we have luring a man to the other side of never, and they really feel like then they're never going to get you back, and they feel like they've completely, I'm hearing, royally messed up. And I mean more than that, but this is for all viewers of all ages. But they really have messed up, and they feel that you have gone off with somebody else, and they just have to watch as you go and live your life happily ever after with this other person. So this person is really missing you, really wanting you, really jealous, really upset, and they feel like they have no choice but to watch you ride off with your new person. So this is for definitely someone who is in a third party situation, and I'm definitely picking up on the sense that you are the person who the love triangle is about. So there's there are two people getting two males, but it may not be the case, and you have gone off and been with and decided to go with somebody else because you thought the other person wasn't necessarily looking at you, wasn't necessarily interested, possibly, perhaps they didn't behave in a way that you thought was acceptable. They may not have been as emotionally expressive with you. They might be quite hard-headed and stubborn, in fact. And this is something that you didn't really like. So you went with your Knight of Cups. And now they are quite resentful of it. And they think you are so distant and so away from them and so far away and unreachable. And they completely regret it because you are this glamorous, beautiful woman, and they do have passion and romance, but they feel like it's too late, almost like they did not express it enough, they did not do enough, they did not take enough action towards you, and now they're reaching out and they may actually contact you, and you might, and I've got 444 on my clock. I said this is probably destined. They will probably contact you to try and see if you are still interested. They are worried about it, but they are going to try and reach out to you, even if you seem a little bit distant. I'm getting the message that they want to reach out to you, and we've got the number 25 on the Knight of Cups. This might be in 25 days. But it also might be in 6 to 8 weeks that they will try and reach out to you, and they will try and steal the show, and they will take you. They've got this very, and I keep saying it, this very possessive energy about you. They want you, and they wish that they were with you. That is your Halloween message from your person. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hello. If you picked the 4th Retro Witch, you have arrived at your reading. But before I begin to read your tarot cards, I would like to describe you as a person, and if this resonates, please continue with the reading. So, you are someone who really doesn't take things at face value. You're someone who's very, very knowing, and you can see through people very, very quickly. You are someone who is quick-witted, clever, very, very interested in people, but you read people very quickly, and you're very self-aware and aware of others. You're someone who can cut through the crap, pardon my language, and you know what you want, and you know how you're going to get it. Hello, Retro Witch 4. This is your reading if you chose the 4th Witch, but also if you related to the energy check. So this reading is meant to be for many people, so not all the messages will resonate, but take what does and leave what doesn't. If you don't resonate with this pile, feel free to choose another. So the channel messages from your person this Halloween night. I think this is somebody that you have broken up with. I've got this feeling that this is an ex. This is the ex pile. This is someone who you've recently broken up with, or maybe a bit further down the line, but this is an ex from what I gathered. This is someone that you have walked away from. And this person, I mean, with the Page of Cups, and we're looking at the Secret, the Serpent, this person you felt was kind of a snake. For whatever reason, there's a snake, and they know it. This person was not very romantic. They were quite immature, actually. They did, care about you, and but they were just too busy. Like they were doing other things. They were distracted by other things. They didn't appreciate you for who you were. You are this amazing woman, and they know that. They absolutely know that. They've got the Queen of Wands. You are this passionate, funny, intelligent woman, and you are so much more than you even know. And they didn't really show you this. They were just keeping it in the dark from you. They didn't express themselves in the way that they should have in the relationship. And I do believe that this is somebody that you have had a relationship with, and was just, they just did not, and they are learning the lessons. They are learning that actually them hiding away in the dark, I get the sense, for instance, some of you, and this is for some of you, that your person may have been really into like technology or video games or social media or online. They were possibly, and this is only for a small percentage of you, they were looking at other women on social media and online, and they were not appreciating you for the woman that you are. And this frustrated you because you really wanted that deep connection. And at the end of the day, you walked away from this person. You realized your self-worth. You felt trapped in the relationship. You didn't feel appreciated. And you decided that this wasn't for you. I think there could have been a fight or an argument at the very least before you walked away. I don't think this ended peacefully at all. But you are discovering your self-worth, and this person is telling me that they know this and they are having to go through the lessons of this life and realize that they should have been far more, I would say, far more supportive and far more loving than they were. They were immature. They came at you with a very immature energy, even though they did connect with you and feel a romantic connection. You were the far more mature person in this relationship. They were quite immature, I would say. They didn't come at this the wrong way. I also feel like they just didn't open up, and you've got the struggle to express my emotions, but also the secret of the serpent. They really did not come forward in the way that a relationship between two people should be. They really did not, and I'm saying they admire you and they think you're great. However, they themselves have a lot of work to do. They have a lot of work to do. This person really is so distracted by other things and other people that they were just not they're telling me they were not in a position to give you what you wanted and even what you deserved. And I feel like this person if they haven't told you because of pride or ego, the message that I'm getting from their higher self is they struggle to express their emotions. They're having to learn that being on their own. I'm watching you in your glow up and your, in your victory. Okay, so I hope this reading resonated with you. Stay strong, and honestly, I just want to say that you are far better than this person. You deserve so much more, and that's actually a message that I'm getting really from Spirit as well. So please take that message, and I hope you have a lovely Halloween. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, if you chose Retro Witch number 5, you have arrived at your reading. I'm going to describe you as a person before I read your cards. If it resonates with you, please continue with the reading. So you are glamorous, you are sensational, you are stunning, and people know it. People stare at you when you walk down the street. You are someone who enjoys looking good and feeling good. You may be very good at doing your hair or your makeup. You may dress very well. You have a great sense of style. Women admire you, want to be like you, and men want to be with you. You are someone who enjoys attention. You are a social butterfly. You love life, and you are a romantic at heart. And you are very much a girl who enjoys city life. You enjoy being around people, different cultures, understanding the world, being part of something very special. You are very much admired, and people are wowed by you everywhere you go. Hello, if you are Retro Witch number 5, you chose the 5th witch and you related to the energy check, this is for you. So these messages are for many people, so not all messages will resonate with you. So take what does and leave what doesn't. This is for many, many people, as I said. But these are your channel messages from your person this Halloween night. So your person really has strong feelings towards you. You're inquiring about this person. I think you've been on a date, and I get the sense that you've been dating this person, but perhaps not for very long. Okay, you've just kind of started this new relationship, and that's what the Fool card tells me. This is the start of a relationship, but this person has just been taken from you. They are over the moon. They just think the world of you. This is what I'm getting from the moon and the world card, quite literally. And this person is trying to play it cool. I get this person is kind of like a smooth operator, somebody who is kind of used to, for some of you, getting any woman and having a lot of women around them, and being maybe a bit of a player, somebody who's had a reputation in the past of being a player. But I think now they really have been taken aback by how deep their emotions are for you, and this is a new feeling for them, and they're like, wow, I actually didn't realize how this person has made me feel, how this woman has made me feel. And with the King of Wands, they have kind of worn a mask around you. The message is, I'm scared of my deep feelings for you. This person doesn't know really what to do with these feelings. And again, we've got June on the Fool card, so maybe you started dating in June, which is quite far away actually, quite a few months, or possibly you met this person in June and you've just started dating them. But that's only for a few of you. I think for most of you this is quite a new relationship, and they are really looking at it and thinking, oh my goodness, this person could be the one. I've not felt this way, or I've not felt this way in a really long time. And they feel like they're a little bit out of control when it comes to their emotions. As I said, this person is used to being a smooth operator, but they honestly don't know what to do with themselves. They are shocked by how strong their feelings are for you. And I believe that they probably met you in a city. I'm getting the sense that for many of you, you guys live in cities and you dated in cities, or this is kind of like this is somewhere where in the city, perhaps you've traveled to meet them. I'm also getting this impression as well that perhaps this is a relationship where you've had to actually go quite a distance to meet each other. Maybe you met, for some of you, online or the World Wide Web. We've got the World card there as well. But this has actually come as quite a surprise for them, and they may not show you entirely. And there are a few other piles where the people that you're inquiring about have not really been very clear with their feelings, and I really think that's why we go to tarot, because we want the clarity, right? So, but this person, underneath the playboy mask, giving you all that kind of fire and passion, they really do have very deep, strong feelings for you. And on my clock it was 333. So this is really a message from them. They are breathless, and as I was putting the cards down, I was like, oh, like it was this sort of breathy feeling, this excitement. So there really is a lot of excitement when it comes to you. They feel giddy when they think about you, and this is someone where they actually think that you both have really strong feelings for each other. This is not something where one person feels very strongly about the other, but the other person doesn't feel the same way. This is a connection where both of you are very into each other. You are prepared to walk that path together, and you honestly could create something very beautiful. This could be a very loving relationship where you complete each other. So from start to finish, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for you to come together. And I really hope that it does work out for you and your person. So your person is trying to tell me at the end of the day, beneath that player persona that they might show you, being a bit of a ladies' man, they do have really deep feelings, and they want you for the long run. I hope you enjoyed listening to this short but sweet message, and I hope you enjoy your Halloween. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye. Hello. You have arrived at your reading if you selected the 6th Retro Witch. But before I read your tarot cards, I would like to do an energy check and describe you as a person. And if it resonates, please continue with the reading. I feel like you are a woman who has been through a lot. You have been through some difficult times, and you have given your heart to the wrong people. You may feel very closed up at this point. You might feel like someone who is trapped by your emotions and feeling very, very alone and isolated. You might be introverted by nature, but at this time, you are keeping to yourself. You are an incredibly poetic woman. You might have interests in poetry, in the arts. You are someone who really sees life in a way that other people don't see it. So, this is a woman who is poised, graceful, artistic, dreamy, and sensitive. Last but not least, hello Retro Witch 6 and welcome to your reading. Obviously, this is for you if you resonated with the energy check and you chose the 6th witch in the collection. Now, I wanted to tell you that this is a reading for many people, so obviously take what resonates and leave what does not for you. But this is your channeled message, or messages should I say, because there are quite a few I think for this deck, from your person this Halloween night. So basically, you two are in conflict. You are quite unhappy with this person. You are almost frustrated and angry with what they've done. In fact, they have not treated you well, and you know it. For some of you, I think they cheated on you with a friend. Now, that's not for everybody, but that is for some people. For some people, they cheated on you with one of your friends or one of their friends. This was at a party for some of you, and you found out, and there was a big argument, and you've kicked them to the curb because you know your self-worth and you know you're better than that, and you've walked away to work on yourself and what you want. This could be a situation where there were multiple people involved and you realize, look, this is not going anywhere. I need to get rid of this person. But the channel messages they have is that they feel they have been left out in the cold. They feel like they actually, I'm really sorry to say, they feel like they are the victim in this situation. And that might be triggering for some people, but this is their message. They feel like they're the victim. They feel like you have really attacked them, and they feel very attacked. But they also feel quite awful as well. They don't feel good about themselves. They feel like they have been horrible, really, really monstrous. That they have been cold and unfeeling, and they have just followed what they want to do selfishly and not considered you at all. And now they want your forgiveness. They want you to take them back, essentially, because they see you as this goddess. They see you as a prize, actually. That's the word that I'm getting, a prize. But they have treated you wrong. They have snapped behind your back and they've seen other people, multiple people. If they have not cheated, they may have, for some of you, spent lots of time with friends and just neglected you and left you feeling like you were second best, or you were just not on their radar or not good enough for them, and you have chosen to focus on yourself, and they know that you're focusing on yourself, and they know that you are special, and they just did not do enough. They were quite blocked in their energy. They were not coming towards you in a way that was mature. In fact, they were very slow, I believe, to open up their feelings for you. For some of you, if this was a kind of on and off thing, if you were together, not together, and were together, not together, this took up a lot of your energy and drained you, and they are aware of this. But they're feeling really awful about themselves right now, and their message for you is that they feel terrible. They feel that they have done you wrong, even though they've got a little bit of this sort of victim mentality as well. And they feel like they need your forgiveness. They want you. They really want to come forward and apologize. And their higher self knows that what they've done was not right, and they didn't act well. But they don't really know how to express that. And this forgiveness, this apology, should I say, this apology, it may happen, but it might happen incredibly slowly, might take quite a bit of time, because this person's got an ego on them. They really do, and they try to put the strong man image up to the world, and they try to really, just keep pushing forward, but actually they're not feeling good at all. So despite what you see, the front that they might be putting up, they honestly feel rubbish about themselves, and they want you to forgive them and take them back, but they might take a long time to actually inform you, to express that to you. I hope this reading helped and was supportive, and please feel free to check out any other readings or subscribe and like my channel, and I hope you have a lovely Halloween, and I'll see you in the next one.